morning, guys. I am on my way to Mid-Pond, Columbiana, in the fantastic state of Alabama. This is one of those states that I've been here many times before, and it always has my heart because it feels so American. Like everybody here drives pickup trucks. This is like the scenery, like the winding roads through the endless forests over here that reminds me of all those Smokey and the Bandit movies and all that stuff that I've seen and that I loved and that I've watched together with my brothers for a million times. So I always feel really good being in states like this. Don't get me wrong, I also absolutely love Texas. Arizona is also so nice, but this, like the green, you can see a little bit behind me, the green stuff, you know, the trees, everything. I love it so much, and I can't wait to try this track with you. I'll take you with me on my journey, so see you guys there. You're having a good time?
Created my own little desk.
Your own little desk over here. This is very beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I need to steal my phone.
Ooh. We are arrived at Mid-Pond, Alabama. As you can see, it's again totally different from all the other tracks that we went to before. we got Hertz GS over here. This seems to be the Corvette section. So you can only park a Corvette out there. Super nice Mazda, obviously my car, Rob's car, Cheersley Rob. There's Dakota's car, Mazda Vert. The super famous Mrs. Sarah Harrow. Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
We got another Stang over here, Brian's Clown Shoe, and all the other boys right over here. Polino guys, Corey, of course, Officer Dan.
Make sure that you know. If you know what we talked about, you can see how that Hoonigan video worked last time. This will be for the Hoonigan channel. You guys will be doing some type of like group challenge. It'll just be
But I'm trying to keep a track for everybody, and that's the important thing. He mentioned running off the track. I just put 130 yards of concrete around the outside of the track to avoid some of the things with drift tracks and why you don't get it.
I'm gonna have you hold the throttle.
What's going on? What went wrong?
Oh, so I had a sway bar bolt that fell out, and then the other side got loose, and then the nut itself actually broke off inside the frame. So we had to drill a hole in the frame so that way we can get access to it, and now we're trying to weld that back in place so that way we get the sway bar back tight, and I'll be in good shape.
Oh man, Dudes of Drift HQ saving our life for the millionth time. Yeah, man. Fuck that shit.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah. driving back to the track right now in Brian's C3 Coupe. Yeah, I'll give you some lights. Yeah. So there's actually some car trouble coming up. I had a problem with the Vanos feed line, which had a small crack. And that's obviously something you cannot keep driving with, because it will just get worse and you'll lose oil pressure. Duarte did a real solid job sourcing me another line over here, which was miraculously on stock at Chase Base, who are in Birmingham, Alabama, and we're in Columbiana, Alabama. That's about 30 minutes from each other. And it's real funny because Chase Base sponsored me back at home, so I run all their stuff on my cars. And yeah, they decided to sponsor me with this line here as well in America. So super grateful for the guys right over there, and super grateful for Brian, who was like taking me all the way there instead of drifting. So we're gonna put this line on, and then tonight we're gonna do some driving towards Florida. And yeah, see you guys on the road. And it's about 8 o'clock, like maybe 8:30 right now. We gotta get that oil line fixed, and when that oil line's done, I'm gonna be going to. Everybody else has already left. I'm just here with a couple guys, and yeah, let's get this done. I mean, this is the shit show that everybody expected. I'm actually at a gas station. It's very quiet out here. There's nobody left. On Drift Week, everybody needs to keep on going. If we keep waiting for everybody with problems, then nobody ever gets anywhere. This time it was my choice. I fixed the oil line with the help of the fantastic guys over at Chase Base, Dustin, Hamilton, of course Chase himself, all those guys over there. So we fixed the oil line, the Vanos feed line, and now I'm on my way again to Florida and to the Freedom Factory. So see you guys there. Well, I guess there's a reason why they call it Friday the 13th. After having no problems with the car at all until this point, we actually got a flat tire over here. I'm about 16 miles from Tallahassee, Florida. And yeah, well, after all the bad luck we had with the oil fitting, now yeah, we got a flat tire. And see where it's gonna end me up. I'm literally here in the middle of nowhere, so let's see what happens. So far so good. We were making really good time, but now I actually lost the tire. The right front is completely out, and I'm really in the middle of nowhere. I'm about 30 miles from the previous town, which was Marianna, Florida. And I'm about 60 miles from the next town, which is Tallahassee, Florida. So yeah, not much else to do. An M3 doesn't have a spare because it has the exhaust in the place where the space would be for the spare tire, and it has some kind of weird air compressor thing, but no canister for repairing the tire. So just gonna really slowly, pedestrian pace, roll through and see what my options are. So, fun fact, I am always the person that tells everybody that this stuff doesn't work, so I don't expect it to work at all right now. It says that I have to shake it really well, and it says that you need to put the valve stem in a 6 o'clock position, which it is, and then screw this thing on and basically wait for no effect whatsoever. So here it goes. Gave me another one. It's not very not very reassuring that it says that it's Expiry date is 2019, and I'm pretty sure that if you have like a damaged tire, it's just gonna come out somewhere. But I don't know. I always tell people not to get that stuff, and yeah, so maybe that's my punishment for years of telling people to steer clear of it. But well, that didn't work. That tire isn't getting any better. It's quite late now. I think it's about 4:30 or something. So what I'm gonna do, well, I don't have much choice, is wait for the other guys to wake up and see if there's somebody who's got a 5x120 wheel, or you know, some kind of shop or something that carries that wheel, carries a 225 tire. And I'm just gonna have a little nap over here, I guess. This is Drift Week 2, in case you thought it was just all fun and games. But this stuff, like, it's part of the game if you drive cars on the road that you also drive on the track. And yeah, I don't mind at all. I mean, I'm having a fantastic time over here. Gonna get a little bit of shut eye and then hope I wake up in time before the guys pass me, because what I believe is that Brian is still in Alabama, so that's about an hour away from here, maybe a little more. And yeah, let's hope we can solve all this stuff tomorrow. Good night.